right, Nerdy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we are going to learn today how to syllabicate words, how to break them up into syllables in order to read them a little bit easier. So what we're going to do first, I'm going to actually walk you through the first one, and I'm going to do it so you can watch. And then we'll do the next few together. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I have our words that we're going to do, and then I also have our syllable division patterns. So we're going to look at this and we're going to decide where we're going to split the word using this.
Okay.
And then if we need to, we also have the different types of syllables, and we can look and we can check if we need to. Does that sound okay to you if we don't know what kind it is?
Yes.
All right, so the first step is, and actually I'm going to use this highlighter. Our first step is we're going to find the first two vowels in the word.
Okay.
So, and since I'm doing it, I'm just going to show you. So I have a U right here, and I'm going to mark it with a V. And then I have an I right here, and I'm going to mark it with a V, and I'm going to draw a bridge between them. So I've got my U and I've got my I. I've marked it, I've drawn my bridge.
Okay.
So then in between, I'm going to find the consonant. So I have one consonant, and I'm going to mark it with a C for consonant. So if I look up here, I have, or if I look here, I have a VCV pattern. So I'm going to look on here. So there's actually two that could be VCV. So we're going to, we can either split it here, and I should have used my pencil. We could either split it here,
okay,
or we could split it after the consonant. Typically, it's going to be between here. That's the more common one, so that's where we're going to split it. If we need to redo the word because we're learning, then that's totally fine too. So we're going to split it right here between them.
Okay.
Now, just to kind of help myself, because the next step, since we have more than two syllables, I'm going to cover up right before that second vowel, and I'm going to look for another vowel or to see if there's any more vowels in there that's not an E at the end.
Okay.
So I have right here an R controlled vowel. I have OR. So we know that's our vowel right there. So I'm going to underline it. I marked it with a V, and I'm going to draw another bridge from this vowel to that vowel. So then I'm going to find the consonant that's between it, and there's one of them. So I'm going to mark it. And then we're going to just, that's another VCV pattern. So we can decide if it's here or if it's here. So we're going to, I'm going to just leave that pencil right there for now. And then we're going to go from there. So if we know this is good, so that right there is called an open syllable. So that's open right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to mark it with an O for open. And then this one, we can either put it here or we can put it here. And I'm actually going to tell you, we're going to put it right here because I do know this word. And so that's going to be a closed syllable.
Okay.
And then this one is going to be R controlled syllable, or which we also call bossy R. So we're going to mark with BR.
Okay.
So we're going to cover it up and we're going to read it a little bit at a time. So we know open, it's going to be a long sound. So U, Nick, Orn, unicorn. Very good. Okay, does that make sense? Awesome. So, are you ready for the next one? All right, so I'm going to give you a word and we'll do it together, and I'm going to have you write. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to find the first two vowels.
A and A.
A and A. Very good. Can I say one thing? So when A and R are together, that's typically its own vowel. So I would say the A-R.
Okay.
Yes, very good. So good. I'm glad you underlined that together. Will you also underline that? Okay. And then the next step is to draw the bridge. And then you're going to mark the consonant in between.
The C.
Yes. Okay, and that's another VCV pattern. So it could be here, or it could be here. I'm gonna let you know it's the more common one. It's right there.
Okay.
Good job. Okay, so now I'm gonna cover up this part right here in front of the last vowel, and I want you to see if there's any other vowels on there that are not an E at the end of the word. The I, good job. And will you underline it? Okay, and then you're gonna draw your bridge and then mark the consonants between. Good job. So now this is a VCCV pattern, so you're gonna split that right between the consonants. Awesome job. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and we're gonna mark what kind of syllable type it is. So this one is a bossy R. Since it's an AR. B-R. Very good. This one is a closed syllable because it ends in a consonant, and you're going to break CL.
Okay.
And then this one is also closed because you're going to so you're going to write CL. Okay? So we're going to read it a little bit at a time. So sarcastic. Very good. Have you heard that word before? Sarcastic.
Sarcastic, does that mean like funny, or
it could be funny?
You're funny.
We're filming. So yes, she's like, what? So yes, sarcastic could mean funny. It means like, what else could sarcastic mean? Let me think. Because
could it mean like you're witty?
Yes,
like,
definitely witty. Yes, okay. Very good. And we did not talk about unicorn, but do you know what a unicorn is?
Ooh, it's like a rainbow horse with a horn, and wings.
Very good. Excellent. Okay, we've got 2 more to do, and then we'll be done. So you did a great job on that one. So on this one, I'm going to walk you through it again, and then I'm going to see if you can do this one on your own, and I will be here if you have questions.
Okay.
Okay, so this one, first you find the vowel. Mark it with a V. And find the second vowel. Good. Now you're going to draw a bridge between those two.
Okay.
Excellent. And you're going to mark the consonant between. Okay, and then it's a VCV pattern. So once again, it could be here or it could be here, but let's go ahead and mark it with the most common.
So we're going to go here.
Great. So then let's cover up from before the second vowel, and I want you to find any other vowels in there that are not an E at the end. Very good. You're going to draw your bridge. Okay. Great. And you're going to mark your consonants between.
2 consonants in between.
And then that's the VCCV pattern. So you're going to split it down the middle. Yes. Okay, great. Now it's time for us to label which type of syllable they are. So this ends in a vowel, so that's open. That ends in a consonant, so closed. And that ends in a consonant, so that's closed. So now time to read it. So we've got gigantic. Excellent job. And good job with that soft G. Because I after G makes the G soft. So excellent job remembering that.
Gigantic.
Do you know what gigantic means?
Very big.
Very big. Awesome job. Okay. Are you ready for the last word?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to see if you can remember it, but I will stop you if I'm noticing.
Okay, so first I found my vowels, and I mark them with a V.
Great.
Okay. Connect my bridge. Consonants that are in between. So I have a vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel.
That's right.
So that means I'm going to split it between my consonants.
Awesome.
Now
I'll cover that up for you. Now remember, I've said it and we haven't come across it in the other words.
You can't have an E.
Yeah,
don't mark the E.
You don't mark the E if it's at the end.
Okay.
That's right.
So we have vowel here. We connect them. Right. And then we have the consonant that is in between.
Yes.
Okay, so here, since it's a vowel, consonant, vowel, we're going to go with the most typical.
Let's go with that, yes.
Okay, let's split it down the
Okay,
middle.
perfect. So here, what do you think that's going to be?
Closed.
Yes, it's going to be closed. And that one?
Ends in a vowel, so it's open.
And then this one we haven't come across, but that is a magic E syllable, so you're going to mark it with M-E.
Magic E.
Awesome.
Okay.
So let's try our hand at reading that.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Incubate. Incubate.
Incubate. Very good. What does it mean to incubate?
To like keep something warm, like eggs, so that they'll hatch.
Yes, very good. Excellent job. You did great today. Thank you for working with me.
No problem.